There's some questions about what exactly Donald Trump will do in office. And the answer is nobody knows, because there were some semi-flip-flops recently and some outright flip-flops that he's done since getting elected. And I want to go through some of them here with you. So on the issue of Obamacare, he said after meeting with Obama, quote, "I told him I will look at his suggestions, and out of respect, I will do that. Either Obamacare will be amended or repealed and replaced." Okay, so this one's the semi-flip-flop, where he's saying, well, I mean, look, the campaign rhetoric, it is what it is. What are you going to do? Repealed and replaced, I mean, that's a little strong. Maybe just amend it. Now, understand, this is a flip-flop I can believe in. So I hope he does a full flip-flop and he says, no, we're not going to fucking scrap that. That's crazy. Then you're going to have more people who aren't covered, and the prices are actually going to go up. It's already bad enough right now, but they might go up even more. So I hope he does a flip-flop, which is why I'm not really, attacking him on this. Sometimes you want a politician to do a flip-flop if they were wrong before and you want them to be right now. So I'm not attacking him on that. It is interesting, though, that, that's what's happening. Now the reality of governing is coming into play. I guess maybe it's time to reevaluate some of the shit that I said. Another thing is with Hillary Clinton. Remember, lock her up, the chance during the primary and even during the general, and saying, yeah, I'd have a special prosecutor look into you. You'd be in jail. He famously said during one of the debates, if he was president, well, now he's going to be president. And what did he say? He's really backing off that one. I had a call during his his victory speech. He said, Hillary Clinton called me, and she was gracious, and she was very nice, and we need to thank her for her service to this country. Wait, what? Dude, you were just saying that she should be locked up and that she's a criminal. Now you're like, oh, she's a great woman. Tremendous. Very smart. Good person. Believe me. Let me just tell you. So with Obama, too. During the campaign, he's out there saying, Obama founded ISIS. He founded ISIS. Now, Hugh Hewitt tried to throw him a softball and clean it up for him. He's like, wait, look, man, I get what you're trying to say. He created the vacuum, and then eventually within that vacuum arose ISIS. So it's more nuanced than that, right? Trump was like, no, he founded ISIS. Founder. So he said that, and then when he met with Obama after the meeting, he said, he's a good man. What? He's a good man? You were just saying he founded ISIS. Are you saying the person who founded ISIS can be a good man? So he's able to get away. And by the way, this is something I really do think it's unique to Trump. He gets away with flip-flops and contradictions more than anybody else. And honestly, I think it's because of how he talks. I think it's because he's got that alpha male, super arrogant, I'm going to override it all attitude. Where it's like, you say something to him, and he's also just a good liar, and then he just brushes it all off. I didn't say that. I never said that. I don't know what you're talking about. I never said that. In fact, I said the opposite. You're wrong. Wrong. I mean, that's what he does. So people go, it's not like there's a real-time fact-checking where you can say, oh, no, but that's where he didn't say that. He said the opposite. So since he's confident about it, just overrides it. It wipes the board clean and, yeah, no, doesn't matter. I don't care. So he's got a unique ability in that sense where he just overrides anything. He can flip-flop and it doesn't occur. It's like contradictions aren't a thing to him. They don't register. So he flip-flopped on that. Now, on the border wall, his surrogate Newt Gingrich admitted, quote, he may not spend much time trying to get Mexico to pay for it, but it was a great campaign device. Oh, now it's just a campaign device. Now the wall is a campaign device. Now, furthermore, there's another article out where some top insiders with Trump are saying, well, maybe, wait, did we say wall? Well, in some places, maybe a fence. Trump even admitted that in a 60 Minutes interview yesterday. He's like, yeah, in some places, fence. Maybe a fence. Fence is good enough, right? Is that good enough? So he's already, okay, my commitments are too far to the right. Let me inch back to the left. And again, I don't want to attack him too much for this because it's like you want a flip-flop when the original position was preposterous. So, I guess there's some upsides of this. Now I'm going to get to, believe me, I got stories later on the downsides of what Trump is doing, and there are many of them. But these are, even though they're flip-flops, even though he's a liar and, his base should be super mad at him, which I don't even know if that'll happen, this shows you where he's at, and this shows you what he's doing, and this shows you that all wasn't necessarily real. More on deportations. His surrogate, Reince Priebus, said, he's not calling for mass deportation, No, only people who have committed crimes. And then only until all of that is taken care of will we look at what we're going to do next. Okay, so now it's just deportations. What? Nobody said about that. No. Criminals, just criminals. Well, that's interesting because that is exactly what President Obama's position is. In Obama's executive order on immigration, which the right, universally maligned and said, "How dare you do that?" That's what his standard was. And that was, by the way, the same standard as Reagan, the same standard as everybody. Of, look, so what we'll do is we'll have a path to citizenship for the people who are here and they're busting their ass and they never did anything wrong and they never committed a crime and they've been here for so long. They can become citizens after you go through a process and pay back taxes and yada yada. But for the criminals, you're gone. That's what the Democrats are in favor of. So now the Republicans are hard line, going to deport all undocumented immigrants too. Yeah, the Democrats are totally right. Wait, what? We've been arguing against them forever. Yeah, no, but they're totally exactly right. What? I sound like Little John. What? Okay. So, again, flip-flop I can believe in. If you want to go back on deporting all undocumented immigrants, good. I love that flip-flop. Be reasonable. And by the way, I'm totally fine. I agree with Obama. You want to get rid of some criminals? Sure. What's the fucking problem with that? There's no problem with that. That's why you didn't hear a peep from the left when he did it, because that's not a crazy idea. Now, unfortunately, Obama has gone actually further than that in some of the policies he's implemented, which is there were millions of deportations under Obama. He deported more than George W. Bush did. So that went too far. But the idea in principle, in theory, of just the criminals, I'm behind that. I just think Obama had gone further than that at one point. So if Trump is staying true to his word here, that would even be more liberal than Obama. Okay, now, the final thing is the Iran deal. So on the Iran deal, of course, worst deal ever. It's terrible. I can't believe it. Worst deal. Terrible deal. We gave him billions of dollars of their own money. Well, he didn't say their own money. It is their own money, but he pretended like it wasn't. We gave him billions of dollars. Terrorist state. Now, one of his surrogates said it'll be, quote, renegotiated instead of repealed or, just gotten rid of. I don't know to what extent a single nation can repeal a deal that involved multiple nations. But that's another sign of, did I say no Iran deal? Maybe just renegotiate it? Is that okay? So you're already starting to see the take a few steps back. Governing is going to happen now. We can't be as firebrand as we were. But again, even though it shows he's got no core values, he's a flip-flopper, I'd rather him flip-flop than actually stand by all of the insane shit he said during the primary. So in a weird way, although yet again it exposes his character and exposes the fact he has no core values, it's good. I think it's good. Now, if you're somebody who's a member of the right-wing base, you should be furious with President-elect Trump.